Hello, this is a report for the Kumi Pedrosa fight this 27th on ESPN. It's going to be a very good fight, very good card overall. Sketchy, some mismatches, some very competitive fights, and some just darn interesting. Anyway, these fights are gonna, let's see, Pedrosa versus Richard Comey or Jose Pedrosa. The Pedrosa is 29, 4, and 14 KOs. Richard is 30 and forward uh, to 27 KOs. These guys are very interesting fighters, both veterans, both second tier champions and second tier contenders. The winner of this fight is going to actually go up in the world and probably get a title shot because they're connected with the great people in terms of promoters. They're both also very interesting fights going to happen. I have Colby winning. I think it's going to be a nip and tuck fight. I think Pedrosa is at first going to be very awkward, very tricky. He's a southpaw. He's a spoiler. He's very awkward. He's an aggressive southpaw, aggressive, awkward boxer type. But I think this will play into Richard Comey's hands. Comey has an incredible punch, and he'll pressure Pedrosa throughout. It's a 12-round fight. It's an eliminator. This means I say that for the first 5 rounds, I think Pedrosa is going to be ahead. You think he's going to perplex the Nigerian fighter, but eventually we're gonna. It's no Nigeria. I'm not sure. Anyway, but the big punch and the pressure, the constant pressure, will make Pedrosa fall apart a little bit. He has been knocked out by Tank Davis, puncher in the category of Comey. They're both tall. Both fighters are 5'9". Both have 4 losses to their records. It's an almost but I think Pedrosa a little more a little sharp one, a little bit. I think that what's going to happen is around the 7th round, the African fighter um, will floor the Pedrosa, and then it'll be downhill from there, and Pedrosa will go into survival mode, and he'll be worn out and knocked out by the 11th round. Now, on the co-main event of this fight is probably the best American fighter prospect in the world right now, and maybe the best American fighter, Gerald, the real big baby Anderson. He's a charismatic. He dresses up in costumes, great sense of humor, handsome guy. Got it all, and he can fight. He's won all of his fights by knockout. Um, he is fighting Majin Rivigin. I believe this man is from Poland. He's going to be poleaxed. This guy is the Polish equivalent of John Ruiz. He's a clincher. He clinches. He's very awkward, handsome guy, but he doesn't have a handsome style, if you know what I mean. He will get knocked out within 3 rounds. The big baby will go rockabye my baby to this Polish powerhouse. So I wouldn't even say a powerhouse. He does have a good knockout percentage, but God knows who he's knocking out there in Poland and Warsaw. Okay, Mary John, I'm gonna learn how to talk because right now I have all of Eastern Europe rising up against me with this stuff. Now the next thing is Richard Torres, an Olympian heavyweight, and I believe of I think he's Spanish. I think he's Puerto Rican, but he's a heavyweight, a small heavyweight, not a giant. Around 6'2", 6'1", small, that's 6'1", 6'2", but not next to these giants. He's fighting Marco Antonio Candera. Candera is a club fighter. Not a terrible fighter. He has 2-0-2 with 2 KOs. 2 wins, 2 losses, and 2 KOs. Not a dead body, but not exactly a warm body, if you know what I'm saying. He'll be out of there. He's a little pudgy. He's gonna be out of there in a round or two. Let's see. Ifya and Jiraba. Now this guy's from Nigeria. 6'6" giant. He's 50-0, 50-1 with 12 KOs. He's fighting Joseph Durmaz, 14-4-3 with 10 KOs. This is a bit of a mismatch. Durmaz is a true cruiserweight. He's coming up from cruiserweight. He's only 5'6'1", which is short in relationship to the Nigerian fighter. He doesn't have that big a punch, 10 knockouts to his record. I saw him on YouTube. I'm sure he could fight people his own size, but he's going to be outclassed. I say this fight will last 2 or 3 rounds tops. Knockout, devastating knockout. Let's see who's now. Tiger Johnson against Harry Galiti. Tiger, if I'm not mistaken, is 4-0 with 3 KOs. Harry Galiti, that is 8-3-3 with 8-3-3 with 3 KOs. Tiger Johnson is an Olympian, from what I know. He's going to do a number on Harry. Harry isn't going to be harassed. He's going to lose. What else is going on here? Okay, now we're going to the undercard, the thing that's on the ESPN, streaming. Calvin Johnson against 11-2-0 against Sebastian Gabriel Chavez. 5-4 and with no knockouts. This is not going to bode well. The guy, the Mexican fighter Sebastian, he's on a knockout streak, getting knocked down. Calvin is a very good fighter. I think his brother's a big fighter too. That runs in the family. Not going to do well. That's what I'm saying here. Now, Ferran Gonzalez, who's let's see, what's his record here? I don't know. I think it's 5 victories, 1 defeat. Good-looking kid, handsome, good, sharp fighter. He's fighting Gerald Equala, 7-24-1 with 5 KOs. Strictly a club fighter. He looks fierce. I mean, he's got tattoos on a mustache. And if I was saying him going up against a kid, I would go, "Oh, the kid's gonna get beat up." I'm ignoring the stone cold. He's a salesman. I don't have a car. I can't get your insurance. Anyway. Now, Jeremiah Mitten, heavyweight, is going to fight Nick Jones. Now, this is an interesting fight. Jeremiah is a very good fighter, good classy fighter, and Nick is one of these guys that they bring in. He's fought a lot of guys, but he's not won. He gets himself knocked out. He comes across, he gets aggressive. He's not saying he's lays down. He does his best he can, but they put him in over his head. He's always in the deep side of the pool. He's going to get knocked out, I'd say, in 3 rounds. Hayden Bradley, 7-0 with 4 KOs against Mario Guzman, 6-8-6 with 6 defeats and 5 KOs. Now, this fight is gonna end early. I saw Hayden Bradley, a very classy fighter. Guzman is he's a club fighter. He's a club fighter. He loses half the time. Doesn't have much of a punch. He's been brought in as a human sacrifice. If this was, the Incas, they would throw this guy in a volcano. Anyway, this is the fight card on ESPN this weekend. Very good fight card. Very interested in this. Um, lots of fights going on right now. Lots of fights, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of fights. Anyway, I'm trying to. I got a piece of thingy here, so I look in the camera. I always promise with that. Because I look at me because I love me. And then look at my little wolves. Anyway, that's it. See how again. And we'll shut this down. Yeah. Anybody like my hair? You want to put in the comment section that my hair looks good today? Be nice. I'm gonna compliment. I'm fishing for the compliments. Somebody's gonna do it.